As an end result of the want for UEFA's membership competitions to boost up their schedules because of the November-December FIFA World Cup, the 0.33 and 4th rounds of the Champions League institution level will take location over the subsequent weeks. As constantly, groups will face the equal opponent throughout each match days. However, video games may be performed in return-to-return weeks in preference to the standard week whole among the two video games. Games from Groups A-D will take location Tuesday, after which the subsequent Wednesday, whilst Groups C-H are scheduled for Wednesday, after which the subsequent Tuesday. Here is a preview of who faces who in those double confrontations. Groups A, B, Napoli, Club Brugge appearance to clinch knockout round. Groups A and B have an equal appearance as we head into the approaching weeks. In the former, Napoli locate themselves on pinnacle with 6 factors. Liverpool and Ajax every have 3 factors, whilst Rangers is backside without a factor. Club Brugge especially tops Institution B with an excellent 6 for 6. Bayer Leverkusen and Atletico Madrid are on 3 factors, whilst FC Porto is with inside the basement on 0. Ajax faces Napoli in what guarantees to be a cracking pair of video games. Should one group get 4 factors out of 6, they'll have the high satisfactory possibilities of creating the round of 16. Liverpool, going through Rangers 2 times over the subsequent fortnight, will appearance to shake off the struggles of this early a part of the season. They may be predicted to get a complete 6 factors towards a Rangers facet who realize that at the least one win might be of superb assist after they desire to keep away from closing location. Porto takes on a Bayer Leverkusen membership that has failed to effect up to now this season. The Portuguese regulars have now no longer satisfied with inside the opposition and could want to alternate an overall performance. In any other case, they can be staring into the abyss. Club Brugge, the surprise leaders on this section, move toe-to-toe with Atletico Madrid. At least one greater win will nearly simply make sure the Belgian champions springtime soccer in Europe. Group C, D, Bayern, Sporting in commanding positions. The German giants lead their institution with wins from. Both Barcelona and Inter are locked on 3 factors, whilst Czech facet Victoria Plzeň remains seeking out their first factors in Institution C. Sporting CP is sitting in fine function in Group D, courtesy of wins. Tottenham and Eintracht Frankfurt are degree on 3 factors, whilst Olympique Marseille take a seat down backside. Anything much less than 6 factors for Bayern towards Victoria Plzeň might be visible as an outstanding surprise. The Bavarians ought to even win the institution through the give-up of those double headers if matters move their manner. Meanwhile, the 2 video games among Barca and Inter will in all likelihood decide who'll be a part of Bayern with inside the subsequent round. The Nerazzurri couldn't get the process achieved towards the Blaugrana 3 years ago. Can they do it this time? Sporting CP is on the right track for a 2D consecutive look with inside the Champions League knockouts. They will now no longer have it truthful towards Marseille, who's 2D in France. While they misplaced their beginning video games, they in reality have proven the pleasant they have. Spurs could have Europa League winners Eintracht Frankfurt over the subsequent weeks. It may be charming to peer what occurs right here as each realize that 6 factors might be critical to their aspirations of progression. Groups E, F, Chelsea and Leipzig ought to display their mettle. Chelsea is all at once in closing location of their institution with simply 1 factor from video games. Salzburg have a factor greater than the Blues, whilst Milan are on 4 factors and Dinamo Zagreb with 3 are the pinnacle as matters stand. Champions League holders Real Madrid have wins with inside the financial institution in Group F. Shakhtar Donetsk is on 4 factors, 3 greater than 0.33 location Celtic. Leipzig is backside, nevertheless seeking out their first factors. Austrian champion Salzburg face off towards Dinamo Zagreb in a war of groups who constantly win their league. Given the scenario on this institution, they realize wins may be of imperial importance in the event that they entertain hopes of progressing. Chelsea rectangular off with Milan in an eagerly awaited clash. The rossoneri is in a promising function, whilst the evaluation couldn't be extra for the Blues. They will want adjustments right away to keep away from humiliation. Real takes on Shakhtar Donetsk over the subsequent ties, because the Galacticos will circulate on half to 6 greater factors come on the rate of the pitmen. These golf equipment are acquainted with every different via conferences in latest seasons. While neither Celtic nor Leipzig have claimed 3 factors in both in their institution video games before, each facets face wonderful possibilities to alternate that. 0 factors from video games will in all likelihood spell doom for both group have to that happen. Groups G, H, Man City, PSG appearance to preserve flexing muscles. To the marvel of no one, Pep Guardiola's Manchester City heads Group G. With wins from, they're nicely on their manner to the subsequent round. Borussia Dortmund is on 3 factors from video games, whilst Sevilla and FC Copenhagen have a factor every. The scenario in Group H is different, as PSG and Benfica each have 6 factors. Juventus and Maccabi Haifa seldom have something to expose from their beginning fixtures. Should FC Copenhagen earn something over their upcoming video games with Manchester City, they'll have brought about pretty the surprise. They are nevertheless inside the hunt for 2D, in order that they don't have anything to lose. Sevilla has been a catastrophe each regionally and in continental play. The equal cannot be stated for Dortmund. So whilst the two do war towards every different, the Germans have to have greater confidence. Benfica and PSG meet as the 2 best groups in Group H. Both golf equipment had been close to best this season, giving them purpose to consider they could take a big step in the direction of the closing 16. Juventus, with a loss of consistency, face Maccabi Haifa. The Israelis may be up towards it, however, given the weaknesses proven through the Bayern Canary this season, a end result, or might not be out of the query for Barak Bakar's men.